Hello, YouTube. Oh boy. The Jersey Shark here. You think I'd get used to the name change by now. Anyway, the Jersey Shark here, welcoming you guys to video game related video, but something different. When I was on Facebook this morning, um, you know how it always does those your memories on Facebook type of posts? Well, today's an interesting one because 2 years ago, I posted a video on my personal, not a video, a picture on my personal Facebook of me collecting Game Boy Advance games again. And since that is the primary uh, console I collect for my collection, I figured it'd be cool to see how my collection is 2 years later. So I'm going to show the first 9 games and then go from there. So these two are reproduction cartridges of Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. Because to get these games, they are a little pricey. Well, not the case with the Metroid Fusion I got, which you guys will see in a sec, but that was the start of it. Then we have Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, Super Mario World, which is Super Mario Advance 2, Super Circuit, which everybody plays, and for some reason that is the game they always showcase on emulated consoles. I don't know why. I feel there are better games to showcase the power of the Game Boy Advance, but it's like with Nintendo 64. Why do you show Mario Kart 64 when Diddy Kong Racing and F-Zero X are not only better racing games, but better graphically? I don't get it. So Super Robot Tyson Original Generation, which is not the most cheapest game. We have F-Zero GP Legend, Mario Golf Advanced Tour, and then Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Yeah. So those were, I think, 9 games, right? The first 9 games of my collection. Before I go to the games I have boxed, 2 of them are not here, which is Duel Masters, which got completely demolished, but that is a cheap game you can buy sealed. I think for like 19 or 20 on eBay. And what's cool is if you buy it sealed, you do get a free booster pack of Duel Masters, which is awesome. And then I did have a complete unboxed copy of Sword of Mana that unfortunately got destroyed in a little flood. Made me sad. But that is a game I would like to get complete and box again. At least I still have the games, though. That's all that matters. So the game is not in cases. X-Men Raid and of Apocalypse. I actually don't mind that game. I just never put it in a case, probably because of how bad the label is. Then we have Minority Report, Quad Desert Fury. 2 of the oldest games in my collection right here. SpongeBob SquarePants Movie and Spyro Season of Ice. I hate both these games, but they're part of my original that I've had since I was young, so those are cool to have. Then for box games, we have Danny Phantom Urban Jungle. This one, even new, is not in the greatest of shape, but it is what it is. I paid little to nothing for that, honestly. We have Hi Hi Puffy Yumi Kaznapped. Didn't pay much for this game either. And then something I do plan on doing is buying all the Yu-Gi-Oh games for the Game Boy Advance sealed, just to get the promo cards, and then I do want to get those promo cards graded. I feel like that'd be a cool collection to have. So I have probably my favorite, well, not probably, but my favorite. This is honestly, I want to say this is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh video game because I never got to get the Tag Force games, unfortunately. But Sacred Cards. So this came with Rairoku, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, and Negate Attack. And I remember when I was younger, I used the Negate Attack all the time. Then we have an underrated game, in my opinion. And that's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny Board Traveler. I actually really love this game. This came with DD Assailant. I forgot the others. I can't read them from the back. But the DD Assailant's cool. And then finally, probably one of the more expensive, definitely one of the more expensive games in my collection. Super Robot Tyson 2 original, Super Robot Tyson original Generation 2. So happy when I found this on eBay. I think it was a fairly good price for it. But that's it for my not sealed, but my complete inbox GBA games. Moving forward, I'm going to lean more towards getting complete inbox Game Boy Advance games with the cases in pretty good shape. Like the Super Robot Tyson 2 isn't perfect, but it's in really, really good shape. So next we have Pac-Man Collection, Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge, which I actually really like that game. Another game a lot of people dislike, just like Destiny Board Traveler. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. I believe this was actually my first Game Boy Advance game. And that's F-Zero Maximum Velocity. It was a launch title. I got that and Super Mario Advance as my first two GBA games. And that's how I remember playing Super Mario Bros. 2. Never really played it on the Super Nintendo. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, must own for the handheld, obviously. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Got that from my local GameStop, which sadly I think is going to be closing, but not 100% sure yet. Warrior Land 4. There's the Sacred Cards. Sonic Advance 2. I have another copy of that. Here's one of my reproduction games. Pokemon Vega. Very hard Pokemon ROM hack. And I do want to get more physical versions of ROM hacks as well. Here's one of my Japanese games, Metroid Fusion. So yeah, I don't have an English version, but my English version is a reproduction copy, but it's nice to have a physical one. Even if it's in Japanese, it doesn't really affect it too much. It's one of those games where you can easily understand it in Japanese as you can in English. Here's the first Advance Wars. Here's Emerald. Yes, this is a legitimate copy. It just needs eventually a new battery. I believe I did show this when I got it from GameStop in a video that it was legit. I can show you guys now how legit that is if you don't believe me, but I got that for a really good price. That was the one I traded in. Yeah, that was one of the games I bought when I traded in an Xbox Series S, or Xbox One S, excuse me. Not Series S, jeez. I remember bought an Xbox One S from a friend with 2 controllers included and a game for $90, and then I sold it to GameStop for over 100 trade-in credit. And with that trade-in credit, I got Pokemon Emerald, a Fire Emblem game, Final Fantasy VI, and some other more pricier GBA games. Here's another one of my older games, Mario Pinball Land. Lady C, I had a lot of fun with this game, actually. Wasn't too difficult to beat. Didn't take long to beat, but I did get a lot of enjoyment out of it. There's Destiny Board Traveler. Here's a Fire Emblem Binding Blade. This was Roy's game. Obviously, this is a reproduced cartridge, but that's the only way you can really... I mean, yeah. That's the only way you can get this game in English. I apologize for the background noise if you can hear that. Here's a Super Robot Tyson Original Generation 2. Metabots. And then here's Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. I forget if this is 1 or 2. I don't remember. Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. And we got... This is actually what I've never been able to stream because I never get privacy in this house. But, anyway. Here we have Kirby Nightmare Dreamland in Japanese, which is pretty cool. And, okay, yeah, these are all my Final Fantasy games. I forgot Tactics Advance was separate. So we have Final Fantasy IV Advanced. I own this on the Game Boy Advance. I own this on Steam, and I own it on PlayStation 1. And very soon I'm going to have it on the DS. And then I just need to get the PSP version. And I don't know if I'm going to buy the Super Nintendo version or not. I don't think I am. Just because I have the PlayStation 1 version. Here we have, I said PlayStation 5. I just need to get one of those by April because I've had Guilty Gear Strive pre-ordered for months. Or I mean, whenever it was able to be pre-ordered. I know it's weird to pre-order a game for a console you don't own yet, but just wanted to secure it. And then, in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VI Advance. I'm not going to say this particular version, but just the game in general. I just need to get Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. Kind of want to get that complete, but there's Sword of Mana. Backyard Baseball, which is actually a pretty fun game, not going to lie. Here's Fire Emblem. I think my old copy of Sacred Stones is long gone, which, again, I'm okay with because even if I were to play that game, it wouldn't work anyway because that's how much I've played that cartridge. Here's Crash Purple. I forgot the name of this game. I apologize. I always forget the name of it. Mario Tennis Power Tour. Did I get Mario Golf? Oh, yeah, that was at the beginning as well. Still need to get Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color. I don't know why that game is eluding me. There's the Danny Phantom. Here's a classic NES series of Donkey Kong. There's Advance Wars 2. There's Puffy Amiyumi. There's a Duel Masters. And then the not for resale version of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, which I just realized does not have the not for resale on the back. I don't know if I took that off on accident or that's how I bought it. I don't remember. Maybe I'll go back to that pickups video. And then here's what an old Game Boy Advance looks like. What am I going to put in there? Sure, we'll go GP Legend. Just to show you how an old GBA looks compared to a new one. It would help if I turn on the volume, right? Yeah, you see how... Yeah, this is how we gamed back in the day. Crazy, I know. Sure, we'll do a Grand Prix. I can barely see. There are not many characters to choose from. Sure, we'll just go with Wild Goose. So yeah, that's how it looks on this GBA. And now we'll go with the one I got off Etsy. Well, at first there's NES Series Metroid. So yeah, this thing still works like a charm. Did get that from JBoy Mods on Instagram, or not Instagram, Etsy. So this thing has held up really well. And I don't have a voltage regulator or anything. All I changed was the charging and a better battery. And of course, backlit screen. But yeah, you can just see the difference already. I feel like the speakers are better too. Even though I didn't really do much in terms of upgrading that. Let's be yeah, let's go with the octopus guy. I forget his name. But to this day, nothing beats the form factor of a GBA. Which is why, even though I have that Retroid, I don't really use it much for GBA. Did it really start me in first? Why did it start me in first? That's not cool. But yeah, there we go. I feel like in the future, I do want to do gameplay videos of me playing GBA games. Maybe I'll record an old style like that, just to get a more raw gameplay experience. Not just for me, but for you guys. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. It's crazy how far this collection has come in 2 years. I have a little over 50 GBA games, and like I said, of all the consoles I collect, this is the one I have the games for the most of. It's the one I want to put more effort into. It's just now I haven't been picking up GBA games as much because I want to go with the complete in box route. We'll see how long that lasts, to be honest. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite GBA game is and which game in my collection is your favorite. And stay tuned for more videos. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.